Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today, you know it, 5 looks, 1 palette using the new Byredo Mineralscapes palette. I am that excited to do 5 looks with this palette and like get stuck into it and create some looks. I find this palette so inspiring. Now I do have an original review of this palette where I do really in-depth swatches and everything, so I'll link that down below for you guys. And if I forget for some reason, it is on the channel already if you want to check that out and see the in-depth swatches. But we're gonna do 5 looks. There will be timestamps, all that jazz. Let's go ahead and zoom in and get on into it. All right, you guys are zoomed in nice and close, 4K, no filters, all of that jazz. Everything that I use on my face today will be linked in the description box down below, but I won't be able to put every product for all 5 looks because the description box won't allow it. So what it will have is makeup look 1 link, makeup look 2 link, so on and so forth. And if you click that link, it will take you to my shop, my shelf page, and it will show you all of the products that I used for that particular look in that link if you're interested. And if you do click through them and shop through them, they are affiliate links, so thank you so much, I appreciate it. All right, let's get into this. I'm so excited. I am so excited. This palette is so stunning and so inspiring, and I'm seeing so many of you guys just absolutely love this palette as well, and I'm so happy about it. I have primed my lids with my Sigma eye primer already, and I'm going into my comfort zone and my favorite shades, like these kind of tones here today for this first look. I need to get it out of the way because you know they're my jam. So I'm actually going to start off with the Rephr Cosmetics 200 brush and go into a touch of this one right here. So there's only really 2 mattes, these 2 right here in the palette, which is fine for me. I have a lot of other palettes. If I really want to bring in a lot of other mattes, let's be real, I can. But I also think that one of the beauties of this palette is that it is like really good for just one and dones and really simple, quick, beautiful, stunning eye looks. But obviously, it's all up to the beholder. So I'm just going to start by really lightly fluffing this through the crease, and I'm going to make each of these looks like, well actually I'll probably just fill out a vibe, but I think I will do like a couple of maybe one and dones. We'll see how we go. A mixture of more everyday looks with glam looks. I say that and honestly my looks always turn out just a little bit glammer than you think because it's just how I roll a little bit, to be honest, but you can obviously tailor them however you like. That is beautiful, that shade. And these like matte shades, I find these 2 matte shades work really well with just a soft, fluffy blending brush. Also, if you can hear a lot of background noise, it's pouring rain where I live today, so that's why. That's very pretty. So we'll leave that there for now, and I'm going to pick up this Rephr Cosmetics 210 blending brush, and I'm just going to go into a smidge of this one right here, just a smidgy smidge, and you can skip this step. I'm going to use this to just deepen it slightly, but you can absolutely skip this step, and I'm going to focus it on the outer corner mainly. Side note, if you're looking for some really affordable vegan eyeshadow brushes, the Rephr Cosmetics ones are really good. I can vouch for them. They're very good. This is my Smith Cosmetics blending brush. This has 0 color on it whatsoever, and I'm just going to use this to do this right here. Now I am going to use my Pat McGrath Labs Intensify stick for every one of these looks. Look, if you've been around here for a while, you know I use this with every single eyeshadow look. In my review, I did one eye with and without. This for me, for my hooded eyes, is a must-have, and I also like it to add a little bit of intensity. Now you can use a glitter glue, a concealer, wet your brush, or nothing. It is completely up to you, but for me this is a must-have, which I say in every video. I think what I'll do first is I'm going to lay this down as like the base metallic and then pop this little sparkly number over the top. It's my jam, absolutely my jam. I'm looking for a brush, ornamental. So I'm going to take this Byredo flat brush, and this is quite a good brush for like cream shadows. And I was reading that this kind of a brush is really, because if you don't know Isamaya French, who is the owner of Isamaya Beauty, she's actually the creative director for Byredo makeup as well. And so she designed this to be really like to use with your fingers and kind of like flat synthetic brushes almost, if you will, to get the most kind of pigment and payoff and ease. It's no surprise to me that I absolutely love Byredo. knowing that Ismaya is the creative director because I freaking love Ismaya's makeup. Ismaya Beauty. Insane. So you can pop this on as much or as little as you like. You do you. Oh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to take this spectacular, I want to say glittery, charcoaly, greigey goodness, and we're going to just tap this. Actually no, you know what I'm going to do? I feel like this might be a good one to do that with your finger. Oh, that's pretty. Now I'm not building this up too opaquely, but you know what we should also test is, because the Intensify stick can go over shadows as well, really well. So I'm going to do that and let's see how it applies. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's beautiful. Can you see that? Now these are not like your pat type special shades, right? They're not like wham bam, super glittery. They're a more subtle, softer pat special shade, if you will. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me. They have more impact to them than like a Chanel Tom Ford shadow, but just not as much as like, you know, your real intense like indie eyeshadow metallics, for example. So I'm just going back into that 210 lethal brush and going into this one. And I'm just going to marry this outer corner, so I'm just tapping. Gosh, that is gorgeous. It might look a little crazy now. It'll come together, don't you worry. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna do the speed through of my top eyeliner and top lash mascara, plus my base makeup up until bronzer, and then we will come back and we do lower lash line together, highlighter, blush, and lips, and then see the finished look. So if you've caught these videos before, you know the deal. All right, let's do it. All right, up to bronzer is on, and I just quickly went off camera and did brows. I also put the Bobbi Brown liner in Fog in my lower waterline. So I've just got a little pencil brush, and I'm just gonna actually go straight into this gray color right here. And I'm gonna just smudge that underneath here. Now, again, if this is looking too deep and dark for you and like smoky, just use lighter shades. Don't use eyeliners that are as dark, that kind of a thing. You could skip the wing that I just spontaneously added. Trying this new Swede Miracle powder. It's if you have dry skin or you like glowy skin, you will freaking love this. Like, you will love it. I think it might be a little bit too glowy for me, but we'll see how we go. Okay, and then for the inner corner, I'm gonna go into this one right here. That's very pretty. I really like how that eye look has come out. What do you guys think? I like it. I'm gonna take my Natasha Denona Hygiene Beautifier today. I like to use it with my sponge just because it's a gel, right? It's not a cream, it's not a powder. I just don't find it goes super well on as well with a brush as it does a sponge. May as well lean into all of the glow. Alrighty, for blush, I'm gonna take Barely Blushing. This is the blush veil from Mario, and this is just a Sigma F40. I'm actually not going to set that. Normally I would, but I really like just the level of pigment that that's got. So I'm going to take my Benefit Professional Setting Spray now. I'm going to take Iconic Nude from Charlotte for lip liner. And I just very lightly shaded it in to add like a very soft nudie tint to it. And then I'm just gonna take this Hourglass Rise Gloss Balm and I'll top it with that. I just wanna keep the lips simple because the eyes are quite bold, you know? I like that. All right, let me go do hair and all that jazz. We will zoom out and see the completed look one. All right, my friends, this is the finished look one. What do you guys think? I very much like it. I really do. I think this is very pretty. This is gonna be one of the glam looks. I'll go softer for some others. I got carried away again, but that's, I love that. I love those tones so much. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous if you ask me. All right, let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. We are back for look number 2. I literally just washed that look off, changed my dress, and bada bing, bada boom, here we are. So I have primed already using my Viseart eye primer, and I'm actually going to take my Pat Intensifier stick straight away and put this over the lid as well to begin with, because I want to go straight in with this shade right here. I am dying to use this shade. I'm literally going to pick it up with my finger and press it and concentrate all of the color kind of on the, is this the mobile lid? Not in the crease yet, or like slightly tap it into the crease. And we're going to see how this kind of goes as a one and done. Now, the reason why I also put the intensifiers down is, so this has like a very soft charcoaly black base to it, right? And if you want more of that softer base to come through and less of the green pigment, then don't put intensifiers down and it will be a lot softer. But I really want that greeny kind of khaki, if you will, color to just really come through. As I'm filming this, it's like such a good day to film. Like, I'll see how many looks I can get done. Usually my max is like 3 in a day, so we'll see how we go, how my eyes go. If I can get all 5 done today, hallelujah. Today's like a really good day to do this because obviously Taylor Swift just released her new album. So in my speed throughs and stuff, and in between I'm like listening to her new album, which is great. All right, so I'm gonna take now my Sonia G Blender Pro, and I'll just pick a, actually I haven't picked any color up is what I'm trying to spit out there. And let's just see about how this blends through the crease. I might need a bit of a softer brush just because my eyes are a bit sore. This is a BK blending brush, an A503. I mean, that blends out quite lovely as a one and done, doesn't it? Now, you could make this a lot easier on yourself by literally putting a transition shade down, just because whenever you do that, it's just gonna be a little bit easier to just really quickly throw a one and done on. At least in my experience, not a professional makeup artist, take it with a grain of salt. That looks very nice, doesn't it? I mean, it might look a little crazy now. My skin's looking irritated because I just washed my makeup off, but it will come together. Now this might be really boring and I apologize, but I'm just gonna leave this here because I'm really liking the way that this looks. And so now we're gonna do the speed through on my base makeup, you know, the first look. The deal with the first look is what I'm trying to spit out there. Let's do that and we'll come back and like carry on like the first look. Okay, 2 seconds. Alrighty, up to bronzer and brows is on. I feel like everything's coming together quite nicely. Once you put a brow on, I just feel like everything, you know, really falls into place. So I'm just taking a little pencil brush and going straight back into that shade we put on the top lid. That's what I'm trying to bloody spit out there. And I'm actually not going to put eyeliner on. You absolutely can. You could put whatever eyeliner you like on, but I am trying to keep this a little bit more pared down, if you will, just a little bit simpler. You go for gold, whatever floats your boat. And then I will put a little bit of this one on the inner corner. I like that. And then I'm just going to put some of my Hourglass Unlocked Extension mascara on. Now, if I wasn't about to wash this off to do another look after this, I would actually layer up this mascara a lot more and I would put it on my lower lashes, sorry. But because I'm about to wash this off, I'm just gonna, it just helps my eyes, my sensitive little eyes. Sorry if that's annoying. For highlight, I'm gonna actually take the top shade from my shade and Illuminate, my Tom Ford shade and Illuminate. This is Intensity 1. And just, you know, oh, I love that highlight. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then I'm going to set it a teensy bit with the Pearly White from Chanel. You could obviously skip this step completely, should you wish. Skip any step that you wish. Blush, I'm going to use Beverly Hills from Merit, and I just kind of like do that on the back of my hand. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to mix Beverly Hills and Fox, so these two together, and just create a bit of a deeper shade. And then I've got my Sigma F40, and I'll just work it on in here. Then I'm going to set it with a touch of Sun Drunk from Tom Ford. my Benefit setting spray again. All right, lip liner, I'm gonna take Chanel 158. And then I'm gonna take a touch of the Mario Satin Lipstick in Bronx Baby. And I'm gonna take Lisa Eldridge Silent Sun Gloss. All right, let me go figure out the rest and we will zoom out and see the finished look. Alrighty, finished look 2. What do you guys think? I really like it. I mean, it was very simple and easy to put together. Literally like one shadow on the lid and the under eye and then one on the inner corner. I don't know, I really like it. What do you guys think? For me, this is like a really soft, like soft grunge, everyday wearable kind of look, but let me know what you guys think. Anyway, all right, let's move on to look number 3. All right, we are back for look number 3. I thought I would just wear this same dress because it kind of just goes with a lot of colors and it's easier. I have primer lids using my Viseart eye primer already. So I'm gonna dip into this shadow right here first with my Lethal Cosmetics 200 blender brush and fluff this through the crease. And I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna create, it's not a boring look to me. I'm not gonna get extremely like artistic, let's say, with this look, because the thing about this palette for me is it's really a palette that you can just, I think, if these are your tones, throw on the everyday really quick and easy, right? And so I just kind of want to showcase that. And I mean, I'll use this palette continuously on the channel and stuff. So I apologize if you're looking for like more full-on glam looks and like multi-shadow looks and stuff, but just kind of want to showcase how simple and beautiful this palette is and how easy it is on the everyday to use kind of thing. Because let's be real, a lot of us, well, I say a lot of us, not me, because I will literally get up an hour earlier if I need to like take my time doing my makeup, but that's just a me thing. But a lot of you, I do know, have kids and stuff or are just super busy and don't have a million hours a day to do your makeup, you know? So I want to show you how you can like get your use out of this palette still, if that's you. Pat intensifiers all over the lid, and I'm going into this shade because this shade looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And this is my actual kind of one and done. It reminds me of Lucky Penny from Makeup Geek back in the day, which used to just be my all-time favorite one and done shadow. Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. You could also totally skip that transition shade, by the way, if you wanted to. I just wanted to add a little extra oomph to the look, but oh, look at that. I know it probably doesn't like when I'm looking a bit rough now, like third look, my skin and everything's looking I've got sensitive skin too, so my skin's just like, I hate you right now. So when we've got all the makeup on, hopefully it comes together. Also, fun fact, in these looks, like in these 5 looks, 1 palette, especially when I'm just doing them like back to back, I like to use a lot of different makeup combinations and products and stuff. So if my kind of base makeup and stuff isn't looking as nice as maybe it normally would, or at least I think it normally does, or you know, whatever, it's just because I'm experimenting with these looks as well, you know? Now's the time to do it when you're not actually going anywhere, you know? All right, now I'm just gonna go back into that first matte shade with that Lethal brush and just softly do this. Am I leaving it here? Yes, I am. I know, I'm sorry. That might be very boring. I'm sure if you've already been bored, you would have clicked off, so that's fine. But yes, I am gonna leave it here because I just think that's absolutely beautiful and soft and lovely. Like, what a beautiful one and done shadow in my personal opinion. All right, let's, you know, speed through all that jazz. Let's do it. let us finish the eyes. Now, I did get the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal in Seafoam. You know I did. I absolutely was getting this. This is my jam. I love the satin kajals. I pick up every color. So I'm actually going to put this in the lower waterline. Now, this is obviously going to add a little bit of color. I feel like this is a muted enough kind of green that it's, you know, everyday, but you could just skip this step if you were trying to follow along or anything, or, you know, that's your oyster. You do you. And then Bobbi Brown Fog in the top waterline. Okay, little pencil brush, and we'll go into the smoky purple for the lower lash line, or you could go into the matte shade, it's up to you. Actually, no, I take it back. I am going to switch brushes to this Sephora Precision Shadow Brush, and I'm going to go into the pink matte that we put through the crease, and I'm just going to... Can we talk about how pretty that satin kajal color is though? Ooh. It's a shame it's limited edition. Like, Victoria, keep it permanent, pretty please. I like that. Inner corner, I feel like this pink might be a little bit too deep. Yeah. All right, we'll go this one again for the inner corner, this goldy color, because the pink's just gonna be a little bit too deep on my skin tone. If you're deeper than me in skin tone, the pink will look lovely. I think that's really pretty. A little bit of the Hourglass mascara on the top lashes. I would build this up normally a lot more, but you know, for the sake of my sensitive eyes today. All right, highlight. I am actually just gonna take Fenty Beauty Demi Glow Highlighter in Pretty Pales, because I find that this looks really beautiful and like a cream on the skin. Isn't it stunning? Ooh. And then I've got Encourage from Rare Beauty for cream blush, which is like this beautiful mauvey tone. Wonder Sponge. That's very pretty. You could leave that there if you wish, if you wanted to leave it a bit glowier. But I am going to set it with the purple side of the Roses Coquillage. I've pronounced that horribly, from Chanel. Just pick it up with a Rephr 5. That's lovely. For our lips, I picked up the rest of the Glaminatrix lip liners and lipsticks. So they just released lip liners and lipsticks and a heap of new shadows, which I highly recommend. I have a review of the new collection on my channel. So I am going to take Agile, one of the new lip liners. That is a beautiful lip liner. I love that color. Their lip liners are so creamy and pigmented, but they like do not budge. And then this is the lipstick in the shade Joyful. So I'll give you a wee swatch. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely lovely. And these lipsticks are amazing. I mean, you need to stop it. That shade is beautiful. Wow, I like that. Oh. They're so comfortable and so pigmented and just absolutely perfection. I love that so much. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out and see the finished look. All right, friends, finished look 3. What do we think? Again, I really love it. This is such a, like, just me everyday, fast free. Like, I mean, this is the kind of look I would wear to work, you know, casual shopping, whatever it is. I love it. I feel very chic, if you will. And I love that lipstick from Glaminatrix. They are phenomenal. All right, look 3, let's do look 4. Welcome to look number 4, and I'm filming this like a day or so later because my eyes needed a little of a break, I won't lie. I've primed already using my NARS eye primer, and I thought we would do a halo eye today. So first up, I'm going to take my Dalium Tools 765 slanted angled brush, and I'm going to go into the pink matte, or the blush. I would call it blush color matte. And I will tap this on the inner and outer corners. I've seen so many of you guys loving this palette as much as me, like in the comments on my YouTube and stuff. So I'm so happy that you guys love it too, because it's really a beautiful, beautiful palette. Like, just really great for the everyday. That's those soft grunge types looks. If you want like soft smoky eyes, but don't want to go like full too deep, like just so many different types of vibes you can achieve with this. It's awesome. Same exact shade, but I've just taken a Ray Morris number 7 eyeshadow brush, And I'll just use that. I like to connect my halo eyes a little bit. You don't need to, but just for my hooded eyes, I like to, but you could skip that step if you don't like that look. And then I'm going to take a Rephr 14 and go into the grey matte, just a wee bit, and I'll just deepen just a little bit. I think the only thing I'm really missing from this palette is just maybe one deeper matte shade, like a really deep cool tony brown maybe would have been nice. But then I also have a lot of other palettes that I could reach into to use that, and like I'm sure you guys probably do as well. It's not really that dramatic. It would just be more so if like this was the only palette I owned, which, let's be real, it's never gonna be. I don't believe. Never say never, but that is very pretty. Pat intensifies just in the little bit of the center here for the halo. And then I want to take this color right here. And I might just take it on my finger actually, just to begin with, and I'll just pop that. Like, I'm not taking this all the way up to the crease just yet. I'm just concentrating the most of the color towards the lash line first. And then what I like to do is grab a brush. Just gonna grab this Byredo flat brush, go straight back into that same color. I like to fairy dust it. If you've been around here, you know that, but you totally do not have to do that. You can keep it structured, whatever you like, really. I definitely have noticed with these metallics, a flat kind of, even synthetic, this is a natural hair, but like a flat synthetic brush, or like just a flat one, not like, so for example, normally I would use something like my Rephr 2 for metallics, and it normally picks up metallics really well. See how this is a bit fluffier and thicker, whereas this one is very, very thin. I've noticed that the thinner brushes are working better just with this metallic formula, just FYI. So if you're struggling, give like a flat synthetic brush a go if you've been using another one, or just even your fingers, really, to be honest. I know Isabelle always designs her makeup to like be used with fingers. She loves it for like creativity and artistry. So this is just that grey matte again, and I'll just really lightly marry. Now, if you wanted to, you could skip the grey matte altogether and just use that blush color. It would still look absolutely beautiful. Completely up to you. And then I'm just picking up that same Ray Morris brush with a touch of that matte, like the blushy pinky matte, and I'll just really lightly just feather that through the crease just to bring it back a touch. And I'm pretty much gonna leave this here, I think. Actually, no, I am gonna go a touch further because I literally can't help myself. And what I'm gonna do is grab a small amount of the pink, and I'm gonna grab it on my pinky finger and just lightly tap it through the center, which you might not be able to see the dimension that it adds on camera, but in real life you can. Yeah, that's really pretty. I like that. I'm just gonna quickly put my Fog eyeliner from Bobbi Brown in my top waterline. You guys, I can't get enough of this. Such a good formula and color. I just ordered the color Jungle as well. That was my doorbell, and look what just came in the mail. My Hourglass Vanish Pressed Powder from Cult Beauty. So excited. I also picked up some new Urban Decay brow gels and another shade of the Lost Natalia lipstick. So anyway, I will use the Hourglass in my speed through. We'll see how it goes. I'll do a proper review on it, but obviously not from a first impressions. All right, finishing with Fog, and I think I was saying I actually just purchased the shade Jungle, because if you have a look at the shade Jungle in these, it's really, really unique. I'm excited. They're very good. Very, very good. I'm gonna put just Queen Musia mascara on my top lashes, and honestly, you guys, if you haven't checked out this brand, this is not sponsored. I did get this in PR, but it's really, really a beautiful brand. Highly recommend the look. The products that I've got, which is this and the lipstick, have really been high quality products. And I know Aura, she got 3 of their lipsticks, I think, as well, and she was saying how good they are as well. So Aura's here on YouTube if you're wondering. I'll try and remember my hardest to link her down below. If not, she will be in the comments, I'm sure, and her name is Aura. And I'm pretty sure I pronounced that incorrectly, and I apologize. Let's do the speed through on my base makeup. I'm so excited to test this Hourglass powder, and then, you know, the deal by now. So Alright, up to brows are all done, and I thought I'd include the speed through on my brows this time just because I had those new products. There are people in my driveway, like I live in like a complex thing, so I'm sorry if you can hear them, but the show's gonna go on because I filmed this early before work. And as a side note, my very first impressions of this is I really like it, but the proof in the pudding for me will be how it wears. But I also really like it on my under eyes, like really like it on my under eyes, which is a big thing for me. Usually I hate everything on my under eyes. So I will test this over the next week and we'll see how we go. But I did this half with this like sponge that you saw that comes with it and this half with a brush just to compare. But I do feel like it's already starting to like get oily through here a little bit, like my oils and stuff are starting to come through here. I am combination skin, so it looked instantly kind of mattified and smoothed, but we'll see how we go. Also, just as a side note, if you're looking for, all my brushes are in the wash, that's why I'm using really different brushes today than normal, but like this F47 from Sigma is a beautiful, beautiful soft brush, so versatile, like really good for foundation application, primer application, blending out cream contour, even just a quick blend out of concealer and stuff. So if you're looking for an affordable, because like I think pretty certain by the time this goes up, if you use my code Martina Lily on the Sigma website, you should get 40% off this brush, like, or your order, for example, excluding the new items. I think it's still going on, but I'll try and remember and include the details in the description box. But yeah, if you're looking for an affordable vegan brush, because with that discount, this is quite affordable, it is really lovely. And I like to point that out because I know sometimes people don't want to spend as much money on brushes as like your natural hairs and stuff. Okay, lower lash line, I'm gonna take the blush matte color on a Delium Tools 772. Just lightly press that under here. And then a very small pencil brush will go into the gray matte and just same deal. Very soft there. I'm gonna take my Swede Mink Greige eyeliner for my lower waterline. Can't get enough of this color. I'm really excited because all of the eyeliners that I've been trying lately haven't been Victoria Beckham, which you know are my holy grails, and they haven't been irritating my eyes. It's delightful. Okay, just a touch, a very soft touch of mascara in the lower lashes. Inner corner, I'm gonna try the pink shade that we put in the middle of the halo actually for the inner corner and hope it's not too deep. If I just do a teensy weensy bit. No, that's nice, it's a small amount. Oh, I like that. I really like these eyes. I wouldn't normally just naturally gravitate to put those colors together, but I feel like they've come together so nice. That's my personal opinion. All right, I'm gonna take my Gucci liquid highlighter for highlight. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't show you the most exciting thing. I finally have hit pan on this Mario bronzer, and I know it's just a small amount of pan, but you guys, I don't know if any of you have been around since, I think it was like around August to November sometime in 2021, I think it was, even maybe 2020. I did this like mini products that I'm trying to either use up completely or pan, and the Mario bronzer was in that project. And this is at a time where my bronzer collection was actually quite small. It's grown like a lot since then, right? And I was using like, that was my favorite bronzer at the time as well. And I was using it like pretty much every day and I could not. And I'm talking like, this has been over a year. Like I got it in 2021, I think. So ever since I got this bronzer, I've been trying to like hit pan because I use it so often, and it has taken till now to finally hit pan. So I'm excited. Just gonna set that lightly with the Kevyn Aucoin Opulent powder, and my normal brush is in the wash, so we'll just use this one. And then for blush, Blair convinced me, I say convinced me, like I just got extremely influenced by her to pick this up from Patrick Tar. So this is the She's Wanted shade. It only just got released on Sephora Australia. And I also picked up his blush, double-ended blush brush. This is for Phase 3 because Blair also says these are amazing. And I know this color doesn't suit, it kind of goes, right? So we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm just gonna apply a small amount. I'm not gonna go too crazy. We'll see how we like it. I haven't tried one of his blushes in a really long time. That's very pigmented and I don't know if I love that brush for cream application. But they do feel very soft, his brushes, I will say. That's pretty. I'm not going to build that up too much more. I will say, such a genius thing to put a bit of plastic here to like stop the powder from going into it. All right. I don't know if I love the brush for blush application, but I can see me quite liking that brush for other things. It's very soft. But in terms of that blush, that's very, very pretty. I could also just need to get used to this brush because sometimes, you know, when you're used to a certain type of brush, you just, you know, you need to get used to it. That is gorgeous though. I love that color. Blair is right. And you can really build that up too. So it would suit a multitude of skin types. This is just Urban Decay All-Nighter. I keep getting little testers because every time I order something from Urban Decay from Cult Beauty, they send me a tester or a small size of this. Oh, I got my Hourglass from my Aussies as well, and those Urban Decay products and Westman Atelier lipstick off Cult Beauty, by the way. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I needed to pick up another one of the Westman lips. So I picked up Rue this time. For reference, I have Lacquer, Rephr, PK, which I've shown in all other videos. And now I have Rue. I am collecting all of these. Yes, I am. Each time I do a video. So I also picked up Love Trap from Charlotte Tilbury, and that is also a Blair recommendation. And I just blame Blair. I'm like, Blair enabled me. Oh, interesting. I thought this was gonna be so much deeper than it is on the lips, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this, but yeah, this is lovely. Good recommendation, Blair. She never steers me wrong. That's beautiful. I don't know if this is gonna suit, but we're just gonna try it. Let's do Rue. Okay, so that's Rue on the lips. Oh, I love that color. I might need to pick up another one of these for my mum. I feel like this might be her dream lipstick color. She might steal this from me if I don't grab her another one. Yeah, this powder is looking a little cakey. It could also just be the foundation and stuff, but we'll see. So I will keep you updated on the Hourglass one. But yeah, let me go figure out, like, finish hair and all that kind of stuff. Zoom out, show you the look. You know the deal. All right, my friends, finished makeup look. What do you guys think? I love this eye look. I really do. I will admit, like, I think the lip actually does go really nicely if I do slice on myself, but even for me, this lip is probably bold. Like, normally if I wear a deep, deep lip or a red lip or anything, I keep the eyes really minimal, if anything, on them, but I do think this actually looks quite nice together. I'm quite happy with how this whole thing turned out. I will keep you updated on the Hourglass powder. I know a lot of you guys are curious to hear my thoughts on that, so I'll keep testing it. But yeah, let's move on to the fifth and final look. Alrighty, fifth and final look. I have primed using my Rare Beauty eye primer. I'm gonna take my Lethal Cosmetics 200 brush and use this grey matte again. These mattes I really like. They're kind of just my kind of tones. It's not a straight like taupe. This is, I'm down for these matte vibes. And I'm just gonna softly, again, this is gonna be a really easy fuss-free look. So I'm just gonna softly start fluffing this through the crease, and I'm just gonna make this quick and simple look as well because I am working soon. And I'm actually just concentrating this, I'm leaving this inner corner kind of free, and I'm just concentrating this on the outer corner more so here. Outer corner crease, I should say. All my normal brushes. I mean, I actually really like this brush, especially when I'm doing multiple looks in a day, because this is just the softest brush on like my eyes kind of thing. And I'm actually finding this blending brush works really well with these mattes, but all my normal brushes are in the wash, and it's so, I'm like, oh gosh. It's like you get used to how like your normal tools kind of work, and then you've got to switch it up, you know? First world problems. I'm obviously being facetious about all this. All right, let's leave that there for now. Pat Intensifies stick. And then I'm gonna go into this purple color because I think it'll be a nice color to suit this top. And I'm just gonna take it on my ring finger here and just press it, and I'm just gonna leave it from that inner corner slightly. And if you want this to be a lot more subtle, don't put the intensifiers down. So I'm just gonna lay the most concentrated part of the pigment down first with my finger, and then I'll finesse it with a brush. That's a pretty purple. Normally I don't super love purples, but that's very pretty. Okay, this is my Byredo flat brush that we've been using. And now I'm just going to like finesse it a little bit into these harder to reach places. I'm taking this all the way up to the outer corner too. Because this is so deep, I'm gonna look a little bit crazy for a bit. So I'm just going back into that matte and just finessing a little. And like I said, if you want this a lot softer, just don't put the intensifiers down and it will be a lot softer. Okay, that's pretty. And like I said, I'm gonna look a little bit crazy just because it's such dark eyeshadow, you know, and I feel like it just comes together when you've got your base and everything on. I will put the purple Victoria Beckham eyeliner on my top waterline while we're here. Queen Muzia mascara on the top lashes. I really like how fluffy this mascara makes my lashes. You know the deal, speed through the base makeup and then we shall come back. 2 seconds. I'm so sorry you guys, I thought I was recording and I didn't hit record, but I just did my lower lash line. Literally though, it was 2 steps. All I did was put this grey matte underneath here and this pink on my inner corner, and I put my Victoria Beckham eye brightener on my lower waterline. That's it. So I will put a little touch of mascara on my lower lashes. Just a teensy touch. I don't actually like a lot of lower mascara. Highlighter, I'm going to take my Say Super Glowy Gel. And I was saying in the bit when I was doing my lower lash line that I used my favorite foundation combination and everything, as you saw in the speed through, and already this Hourglass powder is now looking pretty flawless. So I think it was just that other foundation combination. It's just not my favorite for my personal skin type and stuff and preferences. So there you go. And I'm just gonna set that with a teensy touch of the Flower Nose Chanting Anthem. I'm just gonna use my sponge actually, just because my brush is wet. Yeah, that looks perfect. This is such a nice highlighter, by the way, because it is very white, but it's not actually like icy on the skin. Like I feel like you can tell it's quite like almost translucent. It's really nice. And then for blush, I'm going to take a mixture of this pomade and this pomade. So the names are Dreamy and Desire, and this is the Danessa Myricks Blooming Romance. I'm going to take a mix. This is a Rephr 4. Just lightly. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfecto. And I'll just set it with the same brush lightly with that powder matte, which is fine. Urban Decay setting spray again. All right, for lips, I'm gonna take Love Trap from Charlotte Tilbury again. I really like this lip liner, Blair's really onto something. And then I've got Bronx Baby from Mario. This is one of his satin lips. Is that not just such a beautiful color? Dust Noise. Oh, this is such a me comfort zone look, I'm not gonna lie. And then this is Natasha Denona My Dream lip gloss. Let's zoom out and wrap this up, shall we? All right, and this is the finished look 5. What do you guys think? I really, really like it. My hair has stopped cooperating though, so we're gonna pretend like the hair doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I really like this. I really like this color, and I didn't think I would because I don't super love purples. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I really, really like this palette. I think the quality of the shadows is lovely. I think this is a great everyday palette for those of you that just want to either just dive into these colors but want it for like a softer vibe, not too impactful. I think it's great if you are nervous about diving into these colors and kind of just want like a beginner friendly, just again, softer formula to try. I don't know. I just think this is an amazing palette. Hopefully the looks weren't too boring. I wanted to kind of keep them simple because I think one of the best things about these Byredo palettes is that they can be used so simply and easily on the everyday and do not require any experience level. Like any experience level can use this palette, but yeah, keep in mind, all very much my own opinion, all that kind of stuff. Not a professional makeup artist, just tips and tricks from a makeup lover. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite look? If you're watching to this point, you know you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. And an absolute special shout out to my Lily Absolute Legends. Thank you so much, and all of my members. And I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.